I want to bring Mr. Chong into the conversation because you heard Ms. O'Connell talk about, I think, what was referenced this week in testimony from both the NSIA, the National Security Advisor to the Prime Minister, and the head of CSIS, both of whom essentially said just because your leader is briefed on this intelligence does not mean that he can't act. In fact, it means he could act on that information. You had thought last week when we did an interview then that would not be the case. Why not get briefed? Why could Mr. Poilievre now not just get that information and then act on it?
Well, I think they're not correct in saying that. Here's why. What the Prime Minister is asking Mr. Poilievre to do is to essentially tie his hands behind his back, and here's why. The Prime Minister is asking Mr. Poilievre to go through the Treasury Board Secretariat's policy on government security. That's the same process that other individuals on, for example, on NSICOP have gone through. That process would require Mr. Poilievre to sign an undertaking and to swear an oath of secrecy, not to divulge this information to anyone else, and therefore not be able to tell anybody else to act on this information to hold individuals accountable.
Respectfully, like, am I supposed to believe you over the director of CSIS?
Yes, you are, because I think the director of CSIS and the RCMP may not be as knowledgeable about the processes under the Reform Act that govern party caucuses in the House of Commons and the other processes internal to parties that govern the conduct of their members and
caucus. But maybe they're less worried about those processes and have national security law in mind instead.
Look, just to get into the details, the leader has no authority to remove a member from caucus in the Conservative caucus. Under the Reform Act rules, that is up to the 120 or so elected members of Parliament on a secret ballot vote, and they're certainly not going to vote without information.